let's face it, everyone makes mistakes.
See, that's not what we typically do.
I have never seen open vials like this in my dumpster before.
I don't know how something like that happens.
But when those mistakes involve other people's personal information, well, then folks start to get a little upset.
You found this in the trash can.
They should have destroyed it.
Very angry.
This kind of thing is just unacceptable.
Our prescription privacy test showed most local pharmacies leave their dumpsters wide open. And at drugstores where we took garbage bags, we found more than half the pharmacies trash their customers' privacy by failing to destroy their personal information. Walgreens and CVS, which own most of the pharmacies in central Indiana, issued apologies. And both companies promised to address the problem quickly to make sure it doesn't happen again. That was weeks ago. This is now. Over the past few days, we rechecked pharmacies to see if they have indeed made changes to better protect their customers' privacy. At most drugstores, we found the dumpsters are still wide open. But is there customer information inside those dumpsters?
Yeah, here's stuff laying right on top.
Behind the Walgreens at 5720 West Washington Street, we found more prescription bottles and patient labels. The same type of information Walgreens said would not be going into the dumpster.
We'll be with you in just a moment.
Thanks a lot.
I asked to speak with a manager, and I was told to wait, and wait, and wait, and then wait some more.
Kind of slow today. We've been waiting a while.
Eventually, a store manager came outside to meet with me, but she seemed more concerned that we parked in front of the dumpster than with the information we found inside that dumpster.
How about this? I promise you we'll move our car out of the way, and you guys promise that you're not going to put this in the trash anymore. Does that seem fair?
That's fair.
Now that that dilemma is solved, let's check a Walgreens on the east side of town.
I have never seen open vials like this in my dumpster before.
Remember this guy? He's the store manager who told us what we found in his dumpster 2 weeks ago was an isolated incident.
It just so happens we're here on the one day that stuff gets in the dumpster?
Apparently, because I promise you they're never out here.
Never.
Never.
Watch that again.
Never.
Never.
Now watch what happened a few days ago when we visited the same dumpster at the same pharmacy. You guessed it.
Oxycodone, Ambien.
More personal information. Another promise thrown in the trash.
Is Mr. Watkins going to come out at all?
This time, the manager and other store employees did not have much to say.
He doesn't want to come out and talk with me?
And get this, they didn't even want to take back the customer information I found in the trash. Nobody wanted it. So I took it to make sure it will eventually all get shredded. Altogether, we rechecked dumpsters at 10 local Walgreens. 6 of them failed the privacy test again.
Another one.
6 out of 10 stores that continue to violate company policy and possibly federal law by throwing customers' private health records into an open dumpster. Why is this still happening?
Unfortunately, this did happen. We apologize. We'll address the procedures and ensure that they're followed in the future.
A regional director for Walgreens says all store managers are now being retrained on how to properly dispose of customer information. She says the company does take customer privacy very seriously, although this time around, when it comes to protecting that privacy, we got no promises.
If I go back out again next month, what am I going to find next month when I go to Walgreens stores?
I don't know, sir. I don't think I can answer that. I honestly don't know.
This week, we rechecked dumpsters at 12 CVS stores. None of them contained patient information except for one. We found one patient label in a bag of pharmacy trash behind a CVS in Carmel. Overall, those CVS stores fared much better than they did during our first test. That's not the case for the low-cost RX store on Madison Avenue on the far south side. Tuesday afternoon, that's where I found this bag full of customer information. Just 4 days earlier, I told the pharmacist there that customer information was getting into the open dumpster and nothing changed. Now there's information on more than 100 customers in here. We are destroying this and all the other customer information we found during this series. I'm Bob Segall, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.